Back at the company farm today, just thought we'd give you an update as to what's going on. Not a huge amount's changed since the last time we were down here, other than, well, quite a bit of crop growth. All the crops are looking well. The oilseed rape's probably established a bit too well, it's looking a bit thick. The wheat looks really good, and the winter barley's growing away quite nicely. The ambient temperature outside is still pretty mild, but it's forecast to get a bit colder this week. So we're probably looking at the last sort of spray windows. So we've still got a few more things to do before we shut the gate for the winter. Soil temperatures are 8 degrees and falling, so we're thinking about doing propizamide applications to the oilseed rape to tidy up some grass weeds. We've still got good soil conditions, so we can still travel. So hopefully we'll be able to do some grass weed tidy ups in our wheats as well. In terms of insecticides, we've not really got a huge amount of aphid pressure, especially not seeing as we've got quite a cold spell forecast for the end of the week. So that should hopefully stop from reproducing. Also only really beneficial to the really early drilled cereal crops, whereas some of the later drilled crops, it's not beneficial to take out your beneficial insects as well as your aphids, so that BYDV risk is overall quite low. We've still got a little bit of winter ploughing to do. We've just got 2 fields to do this year because we've got a few cover crops in. We've got 2 different mixtures in this year in 2 different fields, and they're established in slightly different ways as well. So the first cover crop we did with a 1-pass system, and it was oats, black oats and vetch, and that's gone into a really quite heavy field, but it's established surprisingly well considering how we put it in, so I'm really pleased with that. And then next door to that field we've put in forage rye, again with some vetch, whereas this field is even heavier, so we disked it before running over it with a combination drill, and this is established definitely better. So I'm quite encouraged considering how late we drilled these, because there's quite a lot of growth. We won't be grazing them with any sheep this year, but so we need to have a think about how we're going to destroy these cover crops and incorporate all the plant matter that's currently above ground into the soil to give us our spring crop next year the best start to the season. So it's probably a conversation for some of you which are doing similar things to have with your agronomists or advisors.